Welcome back to, well, I guess it's just chess now, because today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than before. Viewership has been down a little bit lately, so I decided today I'm going to play 2 games of 5 minutes Blitz instead of the usual 10-minute Rapid. My Blitz rating is 1162, so I am ready to gain some rating. Maybe I can get 1200 in Blitz too. Let's see. I guess there's nothing left to do, but let's just start the game here. Okay, I have pieces. Of course, I'm going to play e4. I know it's pretty early in the video, but like I am a new YouTuber, and I'm just trying to find what people like. Weekly Rapid Chess wasn't doing so well, so if you are liking Blitz Chess, or you would rather see Weekly Rapid come back, or you want to see something entirely different, maybe Bullet, maybe some variants, comment down below, because I really am listening, and I want to make you guys happy. You guys get the chance to watch whatever you want to see on this channel. Oh boy, he's already attacking this. Not great. I think we can just move the rook. We're definitely gonna have to castle here. Oh, that's fine. I have the knight here, right? Oh, queen. No wonder. Okay. Move the queen. Or he blocks with the pawn. No fork here yet. I think I can just cancel. If he pushes this, I think I can just drop back. Okay. He's making his intentions very clear here. He really wants to take the fight to the queen side here. Not feeling super good about my position, but it isn't terrible either. I mean, a little bit squashed because of all these pawns. Let's put the queen here. Look to trade off this bishop that's staring very deep into my position. Okay, he moves the queen back. I'm wondering if he's just getting ready to push this. I have 1, 2, and I think I could get 3 pieces staring at that square, although he has knight and the bishop there as well. I think I'm just going to go for it. Pre-move the recapture if he does decide to trade the bishops. Okay, no, he goes in with the pawn first. We'll take. Let's take with knight. Okay. And then let's take with the bishop. He's gonna recapture the queen, and we put the rook here. Gain a tempo. What can I attack? All these pawns are defended. Very unfortunate. Maybe I just try to stack rooks along the open file. Oh, he's going here. Okay. We'll just block the pawn. Even if I put the rook here, this rook and this queen still defend the pawn. Okay. He is barreling down this side now. I would love to be able to capture this pawn. I'm pretty sure this bishop is going to have to move in a second. Maybe I can just trade here, trade off the queens, trade everything, and try to win an endgame here. Oh, okay. Got an attack from the rook. What happens if I just ignore it and take the pawn? Like, he can recapture, and then I'll stack another rook. Okay. Take back with the rook. You can put the bishop here now. Yeah, this is defended. He can't take, or else he loses the queen. Oh, wait, there's check. Oh my goodness. That's fine. It's just a queen trick, I think. Yeah, material's equal. And I still have this pawn. Attacking this. Also, this is a passer. Is he gonna try and defend this? He is. Okay, now I'll go here. Check, he blocks. Okay. Should get my king active as well. Oh, he's gonna try and just win this pawn straight up. Alright. That's fine, I'll start going here. Ooh, do I want to trade rooks? No, I don't think I will. I can push this. I will. Oh, we got a check. Cheeky from my opponent. Another check, but now we get to his pawns here. This is still hanging. This is looking pretty good. We're down a pawn, but that's going to be fixed in a moment. Although if I take, he just recaptures, actually. And then I have to worry about defending all of this. Although my king will be going and snacking on these pawns. Is this a real move for him? He'll defend this pawn. Yes, okay, so that is what he plays here. This pawn is actually just defended here. I think I'll take. Okay, he takes back the rook. Again, I won't trade. I think I can win these pawns here, and I need the rook. Okay. Let's do this. So now this is no longer a threat. Maybe I can... How can I continue supporting my pawns? Okay, he's moving the king now. Perhaps I should start attacking this pawn as well, although he can just push it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should start moving my king over here. Not feeling too great about this endgame, especially now that his king is coming towards me. I want to go here, try and hold on to this pawn. Tough. Okay. Now he does this. I think I'm just going to start making my way over there. Oh. He's pushing here. Can I just let him come? And just keep going? Okay, he takes, I take. I don't think he can stop me from getting to this pawn. He's got a pawn advantage here, but my pawns hold off his. My pawn hold off his. What is this? Is he just trying to hold on to this? I don't think there's anything he can do to stop this move, although maybe he'll just promote. That's a bit scary. Maybe this was a mistake. Because after I take here, he can push, and then he creates a passer immediately, and I think it's closer to promoting than I am. He's thinking here. Yeah, I think this was a mistake. I think he's winning. Okay. He goes for this. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have moved this rook. Maybe I can just wait him out. Maybe I can just get a draw here. I am lower on time. Perhaps we'll just repeat moves? Okay. Okay, and we do have the draw. We were very similarly rated, so no rating was gained or lost. So I guess it's time to just play another game. I'll analyze both games afterwards. E4 for my opponent. I have the black pieces. Attacking the bishop immediately, and he's going to move the bishop back. Put the knight here, support the pawn. Support the pawn more with this one. And just playing a super fast opening. Wonder if I can go for an e5 push in a moment. It's going to be difficult with that knight there. I have already castled. Maybe I'll put the rook here, already lined up with the king. Okay, this is tricky. Let's boot the bishop. Okay, I'm fine with that recapture. Now my queen would also support an e5 push. Yeah, if I go here, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces staring at e5. And he only has the pawn and the knight. Actually, so I think I could just go for e5 now. I don't have to wait. Just have to watch out for this. Although the knight will never come here because of the pawn. Okay, he takes... which piece would I like to recapture with? I will go with the knight. If he recaptures with the knight, I'll go for check with the queen. I mean, this looks bad for him, but I don't think it is. I mean, he can just cover. Oh my gosh, it would be so nice if my light squared bishop was here. This pawn is hanging. You know what? All in. We're gonna go for this pawn. Okay, that's how he will defend. That is fine. I mean, I can also gamble over here again, but I'm really not sure if I should be doing that. I mean, if I take, he goes here, I move back. Is there any danger? Oh, maybe just threatening checkmate is a better idea. Also could go here, try and target this pawn, and get a rook in the game. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we get the checkmate. Wow, 15 points of rating gain, that's quite a bit. My opponent must have been significantly higher rated than me. That was pretty good. Oh, my opponent offers a rematch, but unfortunately I must decline because that is my second game. I'm only going to play 2. Now I'm going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to review both of the games, and I will come back to you with a nice analysis portion. I'm back, and it is time to analyze the games that I just played. This was the first game I played today. I had the white pieces against my opponent here, and of course I play e4. My opponent responds to c5, the Sicilian defense, a good opening. I play knight f3, he plays d6. I play knight c3, trying to gain more center space with the knights. I always like to do that. My opponent plays knight c6, and I play d4. A few moves of theory later. This is the last book move. He kicks my knight with this pawn, and instead of moving my knight to f5, I opt to trade the knight on c6. My opponent recaptures with the pawn, and I play bishop d3, supporting the pawn in the center. My opponent plays knight f6, adding pressure to the pawn, and trying to gain some more center space. And I play bishop e3 with the same idea to gain center control. My opponent plays g6, and I play f3. My opponent plays bishop g7, kind of almost fianchetto setup, except the bishop doesn't really look at too much. My computer says it's a good move, though. I play queen d2, preparing to either castle queenside or kingside, because at this point I haven't really decided which side I want to go yet. My opponent castles kingside, though, and I decide to target the knight over here on g5. But my opponent starts attacking and targets the pawn on b2, which I have to defend. There was a move, knight a4 here, which would attack the queen and defend the pawn simultaneously, but I went for b1. And my opponent plays bishop e6, which is also attacking the pawn here, but it is defended. I play bishop e3, threatening the queen, and also giving myself time to castle this way. And after my opponent plays c5, I actually have a very slight advantage. Now my opponent plays a5, and now my advantage grows because now he's committed too many pawns forward, and of course they cannot move backwards. So now he's going to have sort of this permanent structure here. And apparently I'm supposed to take advantage of that with b3, pretty much stopping both of the pawns from ever moving forward. But I played a3. And then my opponent plays rook f2 c8, supporting the pawn. And although the computer says this is an accuracy, this structure just looks really solid. It's almost like I'm never going to stop these pawns from continuing forward. However, I play queen e2, preparing to try and trade off this knight squared bishop here. And I play c4 after the queen moves back to try and trade off. But my opponent plays d5, which is a mistake because I can take. And after my opponent takes back with the bishop, I can take with the knight. And now I have an open file for my rook. However, after my opponent plays knight takes d5, I actually play bishop takes d5, and this is a mistake. Because after the opponent recaptures, even though I get the rook on the open file, there is no advantage anymore. I play rook d2, preparing to stack the rooks, and after my opponent plays c4, I just wanted to make sure that his pawn would never move forward, so I played c3 first. Then after this move, I also wanted to make sure that my opponent wouldn't try and push my dark squared bishop away, so I played f4, which is an inaccuracy. My opponent then plays rook to d8. I play f takes e5. My opponent recaptures with the bishop, and now I stack the rooks. Immediately, my opponent trades. I take back with the rook, and this is a mistake because my opponent can actually go to e8. But over here, there's a small blunder. There is a way to eventually win a pawn, but no human being is going to see that. That is a computer sequence. And I play bishop b4, which is an inaccuracy. My opponent takes back, and there is a trade of queens. And my opponent plays f7, immediately activating their king, because now we're in endgame, and the king is about to become very useful. But over here, I make a mistake, because all of a sudden the king is able to walk into the position. I try to push the passed pawn, but he blocks it, and there is very little play for me left, and he is winning this endgame. However, there is a miss here, and he allows my king into the position, and all of a sudden I am threatening to grab his pawns, and this is actually a draw. However, a few moves later, I do end up fumbling this in true fashion here. 3 mistakes in a row here, and my opponent has a minus 3.2 advantage. However, a few pawn trades later, and we shuffle kings, and there is actually a draw that happens. My opponent was in a better position, but he wasn't really sure how to continue forward, and according to the computer, this is actually the best move. So quite interesting that I managed to get a draw from this position here. Now I will go to the second game that I played. This game was significantly shorter than the other one. I had the black pieces in this game, and my opponent plays e4, so I respond with c6, of course, trying to get the Caro-Kann defense. However, my opponent plays bishop c4. I just play d5, attacking the bishop and attacking the pawn, and after my opponent trades pawns, he moves the bishop back here. I play knight f6, developing in the center, trying to get more space. My opponent does the same, with knight c3, targeting my pawn as well. I support the pawn with my I support my d pawn with my e pawn here. However, I do kind of trap my light squared bishop. My opponent plays a3, presumably stopping bishop b4, so I don't target his knight. But I play knight c6, again gaining more influence in the center. And as you can see, I already have lots of pieces kind of looking towards the center. My opponent really has only this knight and this bishop here. Sorry, there was lots of arrows there, quite messy. But my opponent tries to solve that problem with d4, getting a pawn in there. Very good move. I play bishop d6, developing the bishop, and preparing for some potential e5 ideas to try and clear out that d pawn. My opponent plays knight f3, defending his pawn, and I castle here. Then my opponent plays bishop to g5, presumably to get rid of the knight that's controlling the center, which he trades off. And after queen d3, I make a mistake. I play e5 here. I thought this was a good push, try to get more influence here, try to threaten some forks, but I do actually leave the d5 pawn hanging. However, my opponent doesn't see that. He plays g takes e5, and after a recapture with the knight, my opponent takes back, and I take with the queen, and it's check, which my opponent blocks with the knight. Now this is a mistake, because what I'm actually supposed to do is put the rook on e8 here, keeping pressure on the knight at all times, making it hard for him to move. But I play queen takes b2 because I cannot resist a free pawn. Now my opponent castles, and I move back to e5, threatening checkmate, and my opponent doesn't notice it. He plays rook a to e1. He was supposed to play knight to g3 to block the checkmate attack, and I delivered checkmate here with the bishop defending the queen. Overall, very short game. It did ultimately come down to me capitalizing on my opponent's blunder here, but I mean, I guess you could say that a win is a win, and I did get a lot of rating from that, about 15 points of rating, and my rating is now 1177, so inching slowly closer to 1200. Very excited for the future. And of course, as I already mentioned in the beginning of the video, don't forget to comment down below. I'm very open to suggestions, looking for something new to do, chess-related things. If you guys want to see more blitz, maybe some bullet, go back to rapid, maybe variants, comment down below because I will probably do it if I see your comments, which I will. So thank you very much for watching. If you've watched until the end, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you would like to see more content like this, don't forget to check out the chess playlist if you want to see more chess content. And I will see you next time.